はい、どうも、ヴァンパイア続きをやっていきたいと思います。前回の放送でレベル上げときますと言って、レベル上げました。9レベ上げました。なので、これで勝てるんじゃないかな。雑魚と戦ってみたけども、雑魚も簡単に倒せるようにはなりました。その代わりちょっと一つの地区がもう壊滅というか、全滅しました。はい。でもういいでしょう。もうちょっとバッドエンドかもしれないけども、やっていこうかなと思っております。さあ、続きボスやっていきたいと思います。どうぞお付き合いください。28レベです。前回19レベだったね。からの28レベ。これでボスに勝てるといいんだけどな。さすがに勝ちたいお年頃。
I cannot enter.
ずーっとひたすらやってましたね。
I can't believe I'm
正
doing
直
this.
話聞いてなかった。話聞く作業の時俺話聞かないでレベル上げだけ専念してたわ。映画見てたわ。よし来い。
Your hand is shaking. On guard. I smell your fear.
お誕生日なんだ、エミさん。お誕生日おめでとう。
Arise and save your queen, my slave. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she she was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
うわあ。いけるいける。何？
Your hand. To share. You. My blade shall pierce your villainous heart, dark prince. Come to me, my servants. Avenge me.
あーやばいな。
Your blood with my children, my beloved, die for the love of me.
やばい。うわ、やばいやばいやばい。こっちにしよう。いける。よしよし、強くなった。
I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell.
うわあらあら、どうせなら食べさせてよ。
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that skull infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
No.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
よし、ポンポン進めよう。マジで。もうポンポン進めたい。やっと強くなったわ、マジで。
These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be
さあ、チャプター5来た。来 た。さあ次のチャプターにやっと来れた。頑張りたいところ。嬉しいっすね。違うな、こっちじゃないな。チャプター4が長すぎた、マジで。頑張ろう。もうどこの地区も壊滅的だよ。お、レディアシベリ。
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury. Only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lancebearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
私はただの医者ですよ。
I'm just a doctor.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. Now go.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
質問が仰せのままに。
Your word is my command.
うん。どんどん行きましょう。あそこね。
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
君の助言が欲しい。
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
まだ疑問
Please
があ
tell
る。
me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
アロイシウス・ドーソンについての助言。
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous.
危険
Did you
か。
know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
食べちゃっていいの？
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
OK。じゃあ、テンプル教会に行こうか。テンプル教会の入り口に行きましょう。一回レベル上げの時ね、エラー落ちしたんですよ。戦ってる時に。それがなければいいなっていう。やっぱ PS4 のソフトだと PS5 だとエラー落ちすんのかな。
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
ここ？あ、ここじゃないか。倒しましょう。いや、ほんと楽になった。サックサク。あんなに苦戦してたのに。楽。楽の章。
It's locked, all right.
お
I
ー
should find another way.
別の方法を見つけろ。はあ。毎回そうやな。あれもうちょいこっちか。ここら辺か。げんようどうも。ああ。いやー楽。ゴリ押しいけるの本当嬉しい。なんか道があると思うんだけど、通路を見つける。
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
なんか繋がってるって。当たっちゃった。OK。This is 何だったんだろうね。This is つって死んだ。This is ちょうどいい本だ。通路ここかな？ここっぽいな。OK 見つけた。いやでも勝てるの気持ちいいマジで。これからもね困ったら食べていこう。This is ちょうどいい本だ。最近っていうか昨日から外国の人が日本でバイク運転してる YouTube があって、ずっとその運転に音乗せてて片言の日本語でひたすら危ないねこの車大丈夫？小学生の女の子なんで謝るの？っていうね YouTube を見て、おー見た今の車危ないね。おーライト2回ってことはこれは警察が前にいるんじゃない？やっぱり警察いたね。ネズミ捕りって言うんだねっていう YouTube をひたすら見てる。最近ネタ集めに必死だな俺。
It's locked.
危ないねこの車。なんか降りてくるかと思ったよ。 さん、ボス来たね。あ、でかいね、これ。大丈夫？大丈夫これ。わお、強そうだよ、これ。大丈夫？あ、避けた方がいいよ。避けた方がいいよ。何今の動き。危ないね、これ。攻撃するよ。避けるよ。大丈夫かね。おお、来るよ、来るよ、来るよ。来るよ。来てるよ。危ないよ、危ないよ。それ何？ああ、何今の。攻撃するよ。大丈夫、大丈夫。いけるよ、これだったら。危ないよ、危ないよ。ほら、当たったじゃん。危ないって言ったよ。スタミナ回復ね、スタミナ回復。危ないよ、危ないよ。危ないよ、もう来るよ、来るよ。ああ、ほら、来るね、これ。慎重に行こうね。いい感じだよ、いい感じだよ。すごいいい感じに当ててるよ。ちょっとリーチが長いよ、長いよ。必殺技当てていこう。武器変える、武器変える。武器変えようか。まだいける、まだ変えなくていいね。ああ、強いね、強いね。今だよ、今だよ、今だよ。攻撃だよ、攻撃だよ。止めない、止めない、止めない。危ないね。危ない。逃げて。危ないよ。いい感じだよ、いい感じだよ。あ、いいよ、いいよ。あとちょっと。大丈夫、いける、いける。痛い。殴る音鈍いね、これ。あ、ヘビーストロング。2000年代だったらポップスアップ言われてたよ、あなた。いける、いける。いけてるよ、大丈夫だよ。諦めない、諦めない。ああ、強いね。大丈夫、いける、いける、いける。負けない、負けない。おお、強いね。おー、前。ゆっくり冷静に落ち着いて、落ち着いて。ジャパニーズスタイル、ジャパニーズスタイル。オーケーオーケーオーケーオーケー。バルコットの大きさに騙されてはいけない。この筋肉質な輩はヒルと同じように素早く、ヒルと同じ方法でねじ伏せることができる。腐った体に穴を開け、地面に打ち付け、 それから首を落とすんだ。忘れるな。ターゲットの弱点に対しては準備をし、そして弱みにつけ込むことだ。問題はもちろんバルことに弱点がないということだ。でももう強くなったからね、僕、もう簡単にはやられないよ。まあ、殺人機械ってことだね、この人はね。大丈夫だね。恥を知れ。大丈夫か？ OK？ ん？死んだ？亡くなった？五輪銃？日本ジャパニーズスタイル五輪銃？ OK？ 次行くよ。大丈夫ね。次行くよ。もう強くなったからね、余裕があるんだよ、僕。いけるんだよ、これで私は。いつでもいける。こっちでいいの？ダメ？こっちじゃダメ？わからないね、これね。イギリスの地下なんて行ったことないからね、僕も。こっちじゃない？こっちかな？いいね。United Kingdom 地下道は無理だね。なんだこれは？ What？ 何をしたいのこれは？僕はどうしたらいいのこれ？とりあえず回復しよう。違うよね。多分こっちよね。こっちに行かないとダメだよ。オッケー。こっちね。40、あと何メートル？ 34メートル。オッケー。4メートル。
I cannot enter.
I cannot enter? OK。これでお水をあげます。もっとあげますよ。OK? Let's go, baby. これで開きます。パカッと開きます。私も日本に来ていろんな女性を上に上げました。日本の女性は非常に外国人が好きね、本当に。なんで日本の女性は外国人そんな好きなの？私全然モテなかったのに日本人女性にすごくモテるね。なんでなの？おかしいね。いっぱいいるよ、敵。大丈夫？ 4人は多くない？ 4人は多いよ。大丈夫？これ無理じゃない？いける？これいける？Oh, shit. Hello? Ow, yes. Shit. Oh. Yes. Yep. Yup. Hop. 避けて。危ない。やめた方がいいよ、そういうのは。やばい、危ないよ。 あ、no。あ、あ、no。スタミナ回復しよう。OK。One down。No, no. Two down. Three down. Take care. Okay. 次に行くよ。みんなついてきてこれてる？キース太郎か？ついてこれてる？は？これどうやって行くのこれ？わからないね、これ。不親切だね。もう一個上に行くのかな。同じところ回ってるね。わかった、OK、わかった。これ水位を下げるんだね。わかったよ、おじいさん。このぐらい全部下げる？これで水位を下げてこっちに行くんじゃないの？ OK。 上に行く。上に行ってネズミ食べる？どうしたらいいのこれは？もう一個上かな？ What happened? What? Oh my. Oh shit. Okay? 今助けるよ。OK? No, 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 no. 強いよ。ヘビストロング。強いよ。負けない。私負けないよ。痛い。おー。これが現代の宮本武蔵ね。おー、さすがジャパニーズスタイル。OK? 倒していくよ。OK。ジャパニーズスタイルには、僕もそれなりの格好しないとね。OK。なんで当たらないの？ OK。なんでジャパニーズ宮本武蔵に当たらないの？卑怯だね。当ててるんだけどね。おう。何？弱いね、この武器。むちゃくちゃ弱いよ。おう。いいよ、大丈夫、やれるから俺。見えない。大丈夫、血引いたのか。落ち着いて女性の方、レディー？大丈夫、勝てる。No! Oh my! Ow! ジャパニーズ強いね。あ、武器買えよ、武器買えよ。これじゃダメよ。やっぱりこっちよ。うん、なんかこんな感じの。さっきのボスより全然強いよ。いや、強い、本当に強い。あ、分かった、この人バリアつけてるね。ものすごい防御力よ、これ。でもあと半分、あと半分。いけるいける。スタミナないよ。うるさいね、女性の方。今助ける言うてるやろ。負けない負けない負けない。おし、負けたね今。やばい、スタミナないよ。オーマイガー。ノー。いけるいけるいけるよ。大丈夫大丈夫、いけるいける。負けない負けない。オッケー。ふう、強いね。Who are you?
Are you all right, miss?
Who are you?
Are you alright?
What do you want from me?
My name is Jonathan Reed. I'm a doctor. What happened to you? Why are you here?
I'm Louise Teasdale. I was kidnapped a few weeks ago by a vampire. Don't laugh, please, sir. It's no joke.
I believe you, Miss Teasdale.
That monster told me my father was dead, that no one was waiting for me outside.
You're safe now. You don't have to worry about the vampire. You should just return home.
Thank you, sir. I hope we'll meet again soon, because I'd really like you to teach me how to get rid of these creatures.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale.
Goodbye, Miss
And
Tuesday.
be careful.
Be careful.
Until we meet again.
Bye bye. さあ、いい感じにサブクエストが終わったぜ。さあ、続き。この上っぽいね。お、近づいてきた。ここか。オッケー。しかしこれを翻訳した人は本当に苦労しただろうな。本当にこれは本当翻訳した人に MVP。このゲームは誰がすごいって、海外のこのゲームを翻訳した日本語の人、日本人の人、すごいよ。もっと報われてほしい。翻訳した人、もっと報われた生活を送ってほしい。さあ次はアロイシウス・ドーソンの社宅に入る。あ、いっぱいいるね。ここら辺は後で自分で話しかけておくね。Oh.
It's locked, all right.
これ聞き込みした方が良さそうだね。ウエストエンドの住民にアロイシウスのドースの住民のことを聞く。あ、やっぱそうなんだ。
Good evening, sir.
ああ、 聞き込み時間になってしまいました。
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I'm here on my own, sir.
この聞き込みがマジで大事なんだよな、後で食べる時の。
Then we have the same objective, sir. The difference is, to catch my suspects, I use a magnifying glass and handcuffs instead of a microscope.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
Hint get.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Oh.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious
この人
cases
食べ
in
た
the
ら
area.
ダメだろうな。
Do you
刑
work
事だもん
alone?
な。
Yes. The
まあ
situation
後で
is
食べたい
difficult
け
for
ど
the
ね。
police. Many
食
of
べ
us
た
are
りしたい。
sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange, which requires police attention?
No, I've noticed nothing odd.
All right. But keep your eyes open, though.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I currently have a few missing persons cases. Mr. Tadao Kimura and Miss Louise Teasdale. I'm afraid they may have been abducted by my mysterious maniac.
Tell me about Mr. Kimura.
Mr. Kimura is a businessman who has been missing for a few days. He didn't go home, didn't go to work, didn't go back to his family.
Where was he last seen?
Mr. Kimura was last seen at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. I followed a possible lead in the West End, but I found nothing.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector
Hi.
Albright.
Goodbye,
ヒントもらえ
Dr.
なかったね。
Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
アロイシウスさんのヒントが欲しいです。
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? or who you are.
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
アガメムノン・ベイカー。はあ、
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
OK。
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
ここら辺の他の質問は後で私がやっておきます。これかな、兄。
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
兄
Reed.
だ。
Can I be
そっ
of assistance?
くりだな。
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
ヒント欲しいね。この人は違うもんね。あ、いるね。中にいる。
Good evening, Miss Price.
Price.
How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
What can you
なんか
tell
音
me
楽変わ
about
ったね。
yourself, Miss
この
Price?
人全部
I'm
聞いて
still
みようか。
managing my shop. The only difference is since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé?
めちゃめちゃ
I
直接
remember
聞
you
くや
were
ん。
hoping to get
新
remarried.
しい婚約者いますか？
I'm sure you must have a few
普
suitors.
通そんなは
Who
っき
would
り聞かな
marry
い
an
の。
old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
ヒント。
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid.
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price, especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius
ドーソンさん
Dawson
結構失礼な
known
人
for
だ
his
な。
philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
はい、ゲット。
May I look at
何
your
言ってんの？
goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
何売ってるんだろう。なんかネットフリックスのストレンジャーシングスみたいな音楽だな。 Thank
I
you.
hope you can stay a little longer this time.
あと一人ぐらい聞けばヒントもらえるって書いてるからな。アッシャートールツリー。下行けるこれ。
It's locked.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you.
下かな？行けないか。ああ、違うか。これ来たとこか。誰もいない。誰もいない。こんばんは。あ、いた。
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet.
あ、バグった。
Cards warned me you would visit tonight.
やべ、話聞くタイミングとメニュー同時に開いたからバグった。やばい。戻れない。やべ、バグった。バグるシステムがファミコンと同じなんだよな。同時にやっちゃうとバグりますみたいな。戻れない。
I beg your pardon.
危ねえ。
Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they can tell me everything. They told me that you are a new Ekon who relishes his blood diet.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always
タ
tell
ロ
the
ット系
truth.
だ、
Well,
この人。
most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right.
Alright.
Let me hear it.
Your heart will bleed back all the blood you drank, but it will not put out the fire your treachery has lit.
I would rather not know. May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then. A strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you.
あれこれ
Cards
喋ったか
always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of
何度
course.
か
We
顔を
met
合
on
わせて
several
る。
occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into
オ
the
カルト好き
occult.
になったんだ。
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900.
金
Then
色の
his
夜明
thirst
け。
for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
はい、ヒントゲット。
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I
Bye
rarely
bye.
wander. Yet it amuses me to converse with your kind.
オッケ
Cards never lie, but they are
It's
never
locked.
easy to read.
ー。さあ、事情聴取できたから、今度は、あら、なんかこれ、ありそうだね、これ。あらー。なんだろう、これ。後にやるやつかな。ここですね。どうやって行くんだろう。こっちから行きまして、降りまして、出まして、テンプルガーデン入りまして、登ります。ここ来たな。ここか。おや？ここだよね。入り口がないよ。ここじゃないのかな。ここ行ったらさっきの地下だよな。 かんねえな。ここじゃねえの？こういうのマップに出てくれたらいいのにね。アロイシウスさんのお家とか不親切だよね。いたこの人たち。何そのコンボ強いじゃん。強い。このキャラやっぱ強いわ。迷子だね。あ、ここか？あ、違うか。来たとこだもんね、これね。ほんと邸宅入るだけなんだけどな。間違ってんのかな、この Y ボタン。こっちなのかな。こっちっぽいよね。この家のでっかい家のことかな。ここじゃないの？
I cannot enter.
ここな気がするんだよな。絶対ここな気がする。さっきのとこだね、これ。
What are the cards trying to tell us?
これ教会かな。まあ普通に考えたらこれ教会だよね。このでかさは。開かないでしょ。ここは開かないでしょ。一周しちゃったね。やっぱこっちか。Y の部分か。苦しいね。家ある？ここない？なんで地図に表示されないんだろうと思って。 Y がいつも表示されるんだけどな。ここ関係ないと思うんだよな。 関係あんのかな。関係ある？ある？ない？これ何の Y なんだろうな、マジな。こういう紛らわしい Y やめてほしいわ。ここさっき片言で喋ったとこに戻っちゃったな。ダメだ、戻っちゃった。くー、わかんねえな、場所。家探すのだけでも大変だもんな。はい、ただいま。I've had a good laugh tonight, thank you. It's time, so good night. Good night. ここらへん？ここらへん？ここでもない。敵がいた。危ね。ここら辺じゃねえもんな。うわっ、 痛い。バーベ。ああ、苦戦しまくったな。ここかな。邸宅がマジわからん。ここか。あ、ここっぽいぞ。あ、ここっぽい。来てよかった。うわあ、ここだ。うわ、来てよかった。わかりづらいな、あのワン。ワンじゃない、ワイ。全然わかりづらいね。
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last.
さあ、命の泉来ました。
Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
インドからの愛、Thank you。インドからの愛、愛のスパイスいただきます。これはわからんばい。いい家だね、こんな貧しい時代に。すごい綺麗だしね。めちゃくちゃ綺麗な家だね。
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
今で言ったら神戸のあの電柱がない町だよね。うん、電柱を地中に埋めたぐらい金持ちしか住まないところにいそうな人。あ、いたいたいたいたいたいた。勝手に入ってごめんよ。
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
任せてください。
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
ちょっとイラッとくるな。
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
もう結構。
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
お前を殺す、変える、ヴァンパイアにしてる。死への恐れを忘れろ。もうこれを吸血しよう。経験値もらおう。
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on
Get.
about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy.
すっちゃえすっちゃえ。
You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
いやいやいやいやいやいや。経験値もらうぜ。お金お金うるさいんだよ。
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
じゃんじゃん。じゃんじゃん。鍵ゲットした。なんか鍵かかったやつあったよな。その鍵かな。お、ここにあった。もう一個あるよね。三つ目だこいつ。あと一つ。じゃんじゃん。永遠の命なんてあげません。え、この地区はすぐにあなたの行動に苦しめられるって。マジか。え、じゃあ他も吸わないとじゃん。これね、さっきね、このね、結果がすぐに出ちゃいますよっていう風に出たの。で、無視してね、一回寝ちゃったの。そしたらその地区全員死んじゃったの。吸わずに。だからどうせ壊滅すんなら、全員吸った方がいいんですよね、これ。あれレッドグレー、やばい。 これもう怒ってる人、これなんでここにいんだよ。待って待って、もう一個あると思うんだよ。あったあったあった。多分レッドグレーブに怒られるから、何やってんのって言われると思うから、すいませんってよ。吸っちゃいましたって。すいませんって。我慢できなくて。あったあったあった。オッケー。すいませんって。吸っちゃいました。うっすって。うっすー。
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
彼は言ってしまいました。何が起きたんだ。いや、何が起きたんですかね。彼は処置を乗り切れなかった。これにしよう。
He didn't survive the procedure.
弱りすぎていた。うん、そうしよう。
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest
最
task.
も簡単な務めだったと。
Get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast.
ああ、やっぱ追放か。
You are forbidden to ever
やっぱ
appear in
敵
front
対
of
する
us
か。
again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be
いいだ
thrown
ろ
to the
う。
rats.
かかってこ
I'll
い。
leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays.
かっこいい。あなたの操り
Yes,
人形と
go,
一人遊びを
traitor,
楽しん
and
でくだ
take
さ
that
い。
awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone.
え、そして汝は剣によって死す。むむ。これはやばいぞ。でもね、この地区も多分次寝たら死んじゃいますよ。なんでちょっと吸えるだけ吸血鬼としてね。あ、ブリジちゃん。珍しい。地上に出てきた。
So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Hmm?
Lady Ashbury. You know her. Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den.
急げと。
Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
あらー、戻ったらやばいパターンじゃん。ペンブロック病院に到達。ここやんね。うん。遠いな。その前に食べしたいな。ねえ。どうせここ壊滅になるんだから。しゃっくりが出てきた。よし、この人を食べよう。
Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Do you need medical attention,
食べる
Inspector?
よ。
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
はい。
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
大丈夫だよ。
Is it true you were dropped in rank? Tell me about it.
Yes, it is. I made a terrible mistake. I deserved it. Sometimes I think I should have resigned.
So why are you still working here?
Because I'm a damn fine copper. I just don't want to have someone innocent hung again by mistake because of me.
The death penalty is a great shame.
I agree. I'm convinced all civilized nations should abolish the death penalty. Maybe after the war, once that bloodshed is over, the survivors will change that.
よし、5000ポイント。よーし。いいですね。5000ポイントもらえます。で、一緒に行こっか。ね。こっちおいで。おいで、おいで、こっちにおいで。タンタンタンタン、こっちにおいで。こっちにおいで。タンタンタン。チュッチュの中のスータロか。スータロか。
So you were the killer. I knew I was right.
私が正しかったと。うわー、すっごいのゲットした。何これ。ゲットしちゃいましたね。おお、いいっすね。へへへへへへへへ。この地区はすぐにあなたの行動の結果に苦しめられる。もう壊滅するから、お金据えたら吸った方がいいよ、これ。あれ？あ、もう一人しか吸えないのかな。なんか逃げようとしてるよね。
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Indeed. I've never been good at explaining my feelings, but I can tell when my body is hurting me.
You have nothing to be worried about. You should recover by taking this.
Sounds so easy to fight disease. Too bad it's not the same making people smile again.
2000ポイント。いいでしょう、やりましょう。やりましょう。はい、こっちおいで。これね、一回寝たらもう全員死んでるんですよ、もう。ただもったいないんでね。吸っちゃいましょう。ここでいいの？ここ吸っちゃう？ OK。ここ吸っちゃおうか。ごめんな。
This makes no sense. No sense at all. I should have told my brother to go sooner.
さあ、下にもいるね。下の人間も。あ、この人も直したいね。よし、この人も食べよう。
Why do I always have feelings of deja vu when I talk to you?
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I'm afraid I do. I knew we should have left London.
Hey.
I don't want to appear tactless, but you're risking your health by remaining outside at this hour of night.
Says the doctor who also works outside at night. But as always, the imprudent person enjoys the company of their fellows.
どうだ ?4000 ポイント。いいですね。ありがとうございます。にゃむにゃむにゃむにゃむにゃむにゃむにゃむにゃむにゃむにゃむ。はい、こっちおいで。はい、こっちおいで。君やったの分かってるよね。ね。はい、こっちおいで。抵抗しちゃダメだよ。自分がやったこと分かってるよね。はい。はい、こっちおいで。 どこまで行くの？はいよ。よいしょ。
So in the end, was it you we were waiting for? Death was our destination.
ああ、美味しい。ああ、美味しいよ。あいつも吸おう。こいつも吸っちゃう。どうせ死んじゃうんだね。ハロー。
Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
Do you require medical attention?
If you don't mind.
You'll feel better after taking this.
Thank you very much. I feel better already.
OK。ここら辺で多分会話しても
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then.
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
の新しい未来を獲得。
Read my fortune then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
4000ポイント。
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
もういいや。
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
4000ポイントか。やっちゃいましょう。ね。あれ暗くなっちゃった。あ、びっくりした。はい、OK です。食べちゃいましょう。これ吸えるんじゃない？これ吸えるでしょ。はい、じゃあこれ吸いましょう。チュッ。
Abyssus abyssum invocat econ. Hell awaits you.
OK。OK。他に誰がいる？こんなにいる。ここら辺も吸っときたいね。いっぱいいるもんね。めっちゃいっぱいいる。いや、これちょっと余すとこなく吸わないともったいないです。どうせ死んじゃうんで。Delicious? Yeah. Have a good. It's so delicious. Yeah. もっと吸いたい。
I have this.
こっちだっけ？ここの下だっけ？お店屋さんがあったよね、確かね。ここだっけ？ここだ。ハロー。
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
お店屋さんやってんのにごめんね。
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed lately.
And tired and feeble, too. Thank you so much, Doctor. You're always so considerate.
I'm just doing my job.
Perhaps. But I have always been grateful for your concern, you know.
1800。低いな。ヒントがないもんね。
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
ちょっと数前になんか買うか。
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
何が足りないのかわかんないんだよな。
Dr. Reed, I am glad.
吸っちゃうか。
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
もにょもにょもにょもにょもにょ。もにょもにょもにょもにょ。こっちおいで。もうもうね、俺一つの地区もう壊滅させたから、もう全然躊躇しないですね。あれ、ここさっき吸った場所じゃん。美味しい。めっちゃ美味しい。
Poor me. Oh no, poor me. I'm dying. For real. No one will cry for me now.
小さな鍵をゲットと。いろいろもらえた。あ、なんだ？いたのここに。知らんかった。
It's locked, all right.
こんなとこにいたんだ、人。
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Do you need my medical attention?
Oh, please, sir. Do not waste your time with me. There is nothing to be worried about.
Don't be shy. It's my duty to take care of you.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged.
お、1900。
Is it true you often hurt
これあ
yourself,
と
Carol?
2つ話せば
Yes, it's
OK じゃない？
I try to behave. I really do. But one way or another, I always end up injured or wounded.
この人と話してからさっきの人食べれば、多分
It's
さっ
like
き
I
の人
can't
ポイントう
help
まかった
getting
だ
under
ろう
my
な。
mother's feet. That's how I end up being pushed, cut, or burned. You see, I'm a stupid girl, really.
When exactly do these accidents happen?
Ever since I was little. That's why I need to stay with Mum. I'm not capable of taking care of myself.
You need to understand you are in danger, Carol. Your mother is responsible for all your injuries.
That's a lie. She has always taken good care of me. She only gets irritated when I get under her feet. It's my fault. My mum loves me so much.
Yes, Carol. Your mother believes she loves you as much as you're convinced she loves you. But you are both trapped in a toxic relationship that puts you in danger.
What are you saying? That she lied to me all these years? That she wants me to be miserable? My mother has dedicated her life to my safety.
もう食べよ
Your mother claims she cares for you, but you're just a vessel for her disease. I even suspect she doesn't see you as a person, but only as a part of herself.
Stop that. How dare you? There was no need for you to return from that stupid war if it's only to make us suffer.
う。もう食べよう。もういい。我慢できないよ。俺はもう我慢できない。なんだお母さんと同じ場所で食べてあげるからね。 お母さんと同じ場所で横たわってください。それが全てもの報いでございます。お母さんと同じ場所です。我慢できない。バイバイ。
Mother, where are you? I can't see. I'm so afraid, Mother.
ああ、美味しい。美味しくてしょうがない。あと何人？ここの人俺会ったことないっすね。シャーロット・アシュベリーなんていたっけな。とりあえずこれちょっと食べておきたいね。食べないともったいないな。1000ポイント雑魚じゃ貯められないからね。むむ。あ、これ俺のあれだ。アジトだ。どこにいんだろう、他の人。気になる。気になる。気になる。俺の小3ぐらいのネタ。気になる。気になる。どこにいんの？気になる。気になる。いやー、一回寝たらダメなのよ、マジで。もうここら辺敵だらけになるからね、マジで。すっごい敵だらけになる。いねえな。でも経験値27000溜まってるってやばいね、これ。絶対次のボスも楽勝だわ。でもいないな、市民が。こっちはだって敵だろ、下はあれだろ。マジいないな。もういないのか。ん？いないぞ。Dr. Reed。わあ、ここが空いてんの気になるな、このスペース。気になる。気になる。開けられない。開けられない。じゃあ寝てみる？寝たらほんと死ぬからね、これ全員。マジで。マジで死ぬからね。 じゃあ寝ますか。もういっか。残念ながら見つけられなかった、市民たちは。しゃあない。ここで寝てレベル上げしてメインクエスト行きましょう。ああ、ぽくなってきた、ヴァンパイアに。ね、すごいね。これはもうアンロックしてる。スタミナだね。やば、まだ1万ある。すげえな。これだ。うわー、一番強くなった。いいっすね。35レベ。イエーイ。まあバッドエンド間違いなしだけどアロシウス・ドーソン殺害される。ほら、みんな死んじゃった。ほらね、みんな死んじゃったでしょ。一人も生きてないでしょ。だから他のメンバーも知っとけばよかったんだけど、全滅しました。ここも全滅したんですよ、実は。はい、ここは生きてる。ここも生きてる。このもう2区が終わってます、私。こうなると確かにもったいなく感じるでしょ。もうしゃあない。うわ、もうどんどんヴァンパイアっぽくなってる。えぐ。さあ行きましょう。どうやって行くんだ。これいけるやつ。これドア？あ、ドアだ。でまっすぐか。いやでもね、敵を簡単に倒すにはもう食べるしかないんだよね。で食べずにクリアした人は相当苦労したと思う。このゲーム相当苦労したと思うよ。じっくり人と話して病気も治して。いやもう20レベルがもう3回だからね。ほらやばいよね。やばっ。弱っ。いやもう全員食べたくなるじゃん。やっぱ全然違う。あんなに苦戦してたのに俺。どこ行っても地区の状態が敵対になってん。ひどいな俺。まあいいけど。いやーえぐい。それはえぐい。 やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。おいおいおい、吸われちゃって。おお。でもそんな食らってないっていう。スタミナも多いね。めちゃくちゃいいじゃん。いやー、全然食らってないな。結構何回も食らってんのに HP 減らないな。ね。これは強えわ。ああ。わお、34レベル。無視しよう。
What is this truck?
ここの病院も壊滅的だよ。やばいな。さあ到達したよ。江戸川スワンジのオフィスに向かう。ここだよね。荒らされてんだ。うわ、バツって書いてある。あららららら。あらららららら。江戸川殺した？結婚をたどる。結婚たどるか。ん？ん？ん？結婚ここで聞いた。
Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
これだよね。ん？あったあったあったあった。いや、ボスっぽい。だな、これ。ああ、スポットライト。
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're the progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt.
うわ、スポットライト邪魔だね。
Come on, Reed. Try something else. Show some style. Fight like a man.
弱いな、このボス。
Freewind prevails.
ガードは硬いよな、防御力は高いよな。全然削れない。ちょっとあそこの中にいるのずるい。あ、やばい。光の中で食らったらやばいんだ。ボスが強いんじゃないんだね。これ光が強いんだ、このステージ。
Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Ah, やばい。
Show some style. The blood of a true defender of this land.
食らわないの？マジか。もったいないわな。
If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
スポットライト多くなってない？なんか銃使うか、せっかくだから。めっちゃ食らうじゃん。ああ、すごい。あ、なくなっちゃった。こいつは強くないんだね。このスポットライトが厄介なんだ。終わった。銃強っ。
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
協力できたはずだ。
I'm not saying we could be friends.
今さらあんだけいろいろしとい
we
て
could
協力で
collaborate
きた
to
よ。
put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
え、やだ。見逃してやるでいいよ。1000XP はちょっともったいない。
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
友達になるのかな。
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Done. さあ、次はなんだ？チャプター5、両親なき科学。エドガー・スワンジーを救出せよ。ドレス・フィッチャーの劇場に到達。おー、あそこか。ここっすか。はいはい。一回寝ようかな。せっかくだし。もらった経験値使おう。銃とか補充したいけど。銃補充できたわ。よいしょ。どっこいしょ。何強化しようかね。ここはもうマックスだもんね。あー、足りないわ。35レベ。いいね。いいですね。壊滅的全部壊滅的になるのももう時間の問題だな。はい。ここら辺は食べるの最後にしたいけどね。困ったらもうここら辺食べようと思ってるけど。まあもうちょっと様子見たいよね。今戦えてるから。強っ。 強っ。あれ、銃持ってるよ。銃はまだ持たない。余裕だな。うんうん。敵対地域。来ないで。やだやだやだ。めんどいもん。もう次行きたい。お、これヴァンパイア戦ってくれるんじゃない？どう？戦ってくれる？どうだ？お、戦ってくれた。オッケーオッケーオッケー。頑張れ頑張れ。いけいけいけいけ。いい勝負だな。やっぱお互い結構ヘビーだもんね、この3人ね。結構体力ある3人だからいい勝負してんな。どうすんだろう。いやー、やっぱダメか、ヴァンパイアでも。お、固まったよ。どうした？なんかハマってるんだ。あれみんなハマってたんだこれ。なるほど。データじゃ処理しきれない。みんなバグでスタックしてたみたいですね。いい漁夫になったわ。サンキュー。この人が一番やだ。いやマジ強い。楽しい。このゲーム楽しいんだ。このゲーム楽しい。
So Priwen never left Doris's theatre after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Stop.
Stop that!
い
no rest for the wicked. The Lord commands you.
うい、楽しい。ある程度強くないとね、ゲームって苦しいだけだよね。どこにいいんでしょう。
This is despicable.
Not a good place. Over there!
すごい声だな。調査するっていうからまだなんかあんのかな。壊れなかったか、これなんかものなんでしょう。あったわ。
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster.
ドレス・フレッチャーが最悪になりつつあった。どうやら全ての証拠が揃うまでもう少しある。劇場ステージの鍵。あ、ゲット。さあ、鍵ゲットしたから。ここの鍵かな。おっしゃ。したら
This is no place for you.
積極的に使っていく。
It's locked, all right. Blood of a pure heart, garlic.
劇場地下室の鍵もゲットした。
I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCallum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
ボスかな。あ、いたいたいたいたいた。
Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, internal bleeding.
これ死んじゃうじゃん。
Accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
ダメだよ。これ食べたらあの病院全部終わっちゃう。
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
何か隠してるね。
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I
cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
これなんかもう死ぬよな。
While
い
investigating
やでも
the
ここまで
epidemic,
来た
I
らガ
read
ブガ
some
ブ
of
しないとね。
McCullum's findings.
この人だけガブガブしませんっていうのもちょっと筋通んないもんな。
I have nothing to hide,
ちょっ
Jonathan.
とガブガブしようかな。
Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's.
Lady
While
Ashbury,
transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed two of your patients at the same time.
同期に反してる。お前も散々食べてんだな。
Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know I'm a monster.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
お、いやーもう 3000XP はダメだ。3000XP は高すぎる。吸血しよう。バイバイ。うわ、ヴァンパイアゲームっぽい。いいねー、ヴァンパイアゲームっぽいじゃん。やっぱヴァンパイアのゲームだからこうしないと。
I already told you to call me Edgar. Am I no longer your friend?
I believe you never have been, sir. You have lied to me at every step and betrayed the trust of a woman I cherish.
You and the lady? Really? Well, I should have seen it coming, I suppose. May I add that I will.
うわー、すごい。
The biting, I mean.
You have your wish.
It got to hurt. I always wondered.
うわ あ、チャプター6いった。すごいぞ。結構進んだぞ。ね。あ、この地区はすぐにあなたの結果が苦しめられる。じゃあもう他の患者もこれ吸わないとダメな感じ？うわ。じゃあここら辺もう全部食べないと。じゃない？ダメだよ、これ多分全部吸わないと。全部死んじゃうよ、これ。すぐに結果出るって言ったもんね、今ね。ってことはだよ。あの病院壊滅か。ダメだね、俺のヴァンパイアゲーム。しゃあない。これ寝ちゃダメなのこれ。寝ないで食べに行かないと。でもこのゲームって多分1周目はみんな多分食べてると思うよ。で、次は食べないように頑張ろうみたいな感じで多分やってると思う。ウエストエンドだよね。あ、ウエストエンドここか。あ、でもこの人死んじゃったからね。やばいよね。
So Harriet Jones became the original
まあ、とりあえ
carrier
ず
when
進める
Edgar
か。
gave her
寝ず
vampire
に。
blood. I must tell
苦しくな
Elizabeth.
ったら。どうやって行くんだ？強い。ここかな？2周目やりますか？やらないですね。もうヴァンパイアなんで、吸うだけ吸ってクリアして終わろうかなとは思ってますけど。ごめんなさい。2周目やってるゲーム俺1回もないんじゃないかな。
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
He was mortally wounded. I put an end to his misery.
That is terrible, Jonathan. And yet you did what you must. The poor man.
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh,
wow.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait,
enemy.
no! Elizabeth!
はい。次は解毒剤の素材を集めるっていうことですね。なんですけども、多分食べた方がいいと思うんだよね、病院の人たちを。一発寝たら多分全員死んでるから、病院の人たち全員食べないといけない気がするんだよね。ここで寝て全員死んでましたってやっぱ食べときゃよかったってなるから、もったいないよね。
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
確かヴァンパイアいなかったっけ？あ、いないか。いないや。ちょっと待って。はまっちゃった。ああ。ヴァンパイアいないか。あ、いないか。まあいいや。倒すメリットがないからスルーします。これなんかさ、出たらいいのにな。もうすぐ壊滅になりますよとか。でも吸わなくていいのかな。病気治したらまだ維持できますとかないかな。やっぱリーダーが死んじゃうとすぐダメになっちゃうのかな。気になるな。一応病気を治してあげよう。
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
ん？ここはなんだ？あらあら、敵おったんだけど。しかもめっちゃレベル高いじゃん。やっぱ食べて正解だよ。強っ。レベル高いな。上かな？上。うわー、すごい。もう35ばっかりだ。ノーノーノーノー。おお、やるやん。あれ？これ敵じゃない？敵同士戦ってくんないかな。戦ってる。いけいけいけいけ。レベル高っ。いけいけいけ。折れちゃう折れちゃう折れちゃう。なんで俺？いってー。あ、死んじゃった。吸いたかったのに。ここかな？インスリン。
There it is. Insulin.
インスリンゲット。
Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
待って、壊滅的じゃん。まあここの場所だから壊滅的だけか。あっち行けば人いるよな。よし。じゃあクエストを進めずに食べるやつだから食べとくね。で次回、この解毒剤の素材を集めるの残り2つだねを進めていきたいと思います。はい。てなことで、一旦今回はヴァンパイア以上となります。2時間半ぐらいか配信。2時間ちょっとか。 2時間42分。ってな感じで、また次回メインクエストを進めていきたいと思いますんで、よろしくお願いいたします。それでは、お疲れ様でした。またね。